Hello, procrastinators, and welcome to Nerd3's 101. Today we will be looking at Infamous Second Son. This is Sucker Punch's game on the PS4. It's an open-world superhero game. Sucker Punch, who makes Sly Cooper, and also the other Infamous games. Infamous 1 being one of my favorite games ever. Seriously, it's one of the very few games I've actually bothered to get a platinum trophy in, so it's up there with Uncharted 2 and Mirror's Edge in my halls of greatness. It's an open world game, this. It's a superhero game, this. They are things that I love. This game had absolutely everything going for it. And unfortunately, it was my first game on the PS4. And it did nothing beyond graphics new. Nothing. And it really disappointed me. So what I did was I left this video for a while. I thought, look, I'm going to go play some other PS4 games. I'm going to come back when I get more of a feel for what the PS4 seems to be doing right now. And, you know, I'm going to try and be a little fairer, because I know I'm biased as fuck, and that's why you're all here. But I didn't want to be too biased. You know, I wanted to have sort of... I didn't want that to be the thing of, like, it's just disappointing because it's my first game on PS4. So I went away and I came back to it and I've played it since, and it's just not very good. It's just not very good. It lacks compared to the other Infamous games. It's just... it really got to me, this. It really disappointed me. It had so much going for it, and it just kind of screwed up. So, let's talk quickly about the thing that's obvious. It is quite possibly one of the best looking games of all time. I think it is stunning. It is so gorgeous. Everything, and I'm talking even the sound design here. Sound design is impeccable, the particle effects impeccable, the lighting is impeccable, the reflections are awful, we'll get to those later. But it's just, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It stays at above 30 frames per second most of the time. And it's pretty good looking. It's a pretty good looking game. All my problems with this game is the fact it's just not a very good superhero game. Like, the plot only takes place over, like, 3 days, so you never really get a sense of any of the characters or anything. The characters are written really quite nicely in that almost sort of Juno-type young, quippy bastards, really irritating sort of way. But they're well written, I'll give them that. It's one of the best character writings I've ever seen in games. But unfortunately, the plot is just so filled with tropes. Every time a character comes into it, it's like, oh, I know what you're bringing to the table. It's like, you're going to be this character who does this, and you're going to be this, and you're just the comedy side character, and you're the one who either dies or turns evil. There's no surprise in the plot whatsoever. There is a really bizarre thing. Hang on, sorry. I love bouncing on these. It's my favourite thing too, because they look just like the springboards in Sonic. There is a really bizarre character. They have a video game fan as a character, and he's portrayed as a nerdy virgin type who doesn't talk to girls and who likes playing online MMOs and is all spotty and geeky. And they're going, who the fuck do you think is playing this? It's like, it's just so weird you'd have that character in a game. It's like, really? Do you think, like, no, this is, what? This is literally a power fantasy. This is the sort of thing that attracts them. Really, but it's just such a bizarre thing to have. It seems so out of place. It wasn't like offensive or anything. It was just sort of like, oh, that's kind of awkward in some ways, you know? Anyway, yeah, so the plot, it's kind of terrible, and it's like, oh, a really short game. Finished it in 3 sittings, so about 5 or 6 hours sort of thing. I didn't do much of the side quests. We'll get to that later. Let's talk first about the powers, because that's the thing we're all here for. You have fire, electricity, awesome stuff, and the other one. So many reviews gave the first 3 away, and not the final one. And the final one is literally the driving goal of the plot. Like, within, like, 10 minutes of... Well, within, like, the first hour, you've got the main goal of the game. You've got your call to adventure, and you know exactly what the final power will be, because it's your whole point is you're chasing this power down, and the good guy wins is not a spoiler, reviewers. What is wrong with you? But the awesome powers you did ruin were there. I don't know. I'm going to talk about the powers now. So if you don't want the powers to be ruined, then go away. First up, we have smoke, which is just fire. You just shoot fireballs with it. This is the powers were really bizarrely weighted for good, because like I always like good to be really hard to play. I think that's like Black and White got really well, was that good is a lot harder but has better rewards. But good in this game is just too fucking easy. Like with this smoke power, headshots are a good takedown. If you throw this grenade thing, it stuns people, so you can then just go and take them down in one hit. It's really bizarre. It just doesn't seem like people thought about that it should be sort of a struggle to be good. It should be that endless struggle. Not as fucking severe as like the new Amazing Spider-Man game, but there should be some sort of struggle there. But no, you can take people down. It's got a big blasty rocket thing, so that's fun. The second power is Neon. There's a thingy for it here somewhere. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It'll be here somewhere. I saw the... Ooh, hang on. Drain Neon. Don't know where that's going from. Gorgeous, gorgeous particle effects. I'll have to go to nighttime to show you those. So, Neon's powers are shooting things. Just like the other one. And then you have the zoomy slow motion thing. But you also have the grenadey one. Like the other one. And then you have the biggie buildy up missile one. Like the other one. The only real difference with Neon is you get to just run up walls instead of doing that shlooshy shit that you can only do through vents with smoke. But it's so weird that these powers are so identical. Like, I mean, it's got a bit more of that slow motion, so you can do headshot stuff, and it shows you how to take people down. But the other one is headshots are a good karma takedown, and this one, headshots are a bad karma takedown. Oh, here's someone to play with. Hi. So, like, it's showing red for his head, and if I could see his legs, it'll be blue. But if I was Smoke, I could just plow into his head. And this is the power you get first, Smoke, so you'll have this one a much higher level. There you go, that was a good takedown, that was. He's just stunned or something. The other power you have, now this is the most fun power. Video! So you can kill radio stars. Again, shooting, but instead of grenades, you have, like, a sort of stealth with a distraction angel thing, which is quite weird. You also then have the big sort of shot that fires those. It's essentially the missile, it just looks a bit different. So you've got that slight variation there. Also, your boost is sort of angel wings, which look kind of cool. Whoop! I do like the look of that. I like the look of everything in this game. It's fucking gorgeous. And the final power, we'll have to actually go back up here for the final power, whoop, is, and this is apparently plot spoilers, but you're after it for the entire fucking game. Where's that guy I just took out? Oh, he's gone already. Yay. Let's plummet in on someone. Where's this person? Who are you? What are you doing? What's that? You're being stun killed. Hi. Nothing wrong with me. Ow. Alright, fine. Boobity 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 boop. Fire the thing. I'm stealthy now. You can't see me. That'll get him. I got him. Oh, it didn't get him. Fuck's sake. I didn't really level this up very much because I just used it for stealth. Hang on. Is he down? Hooray! You can drain the power from dead bad guys. It's concrete, which has the shooty one. And it has the... whatever that is one. I don't even know what that is. It has like a boost, is that? Fuck knows. And it has the big one. And the running for this is awful. We turn to a brick and then just sort of run at stuff. Arrgh, run at you. Arrgh. That's I've just got, and I didn't really bother playing beyond the end of the game, so I've not really leveled that up anyway. It's just, again, but it's all the powers sort of have that sort of just, you know, similarity. They all have the shooting thing. I would have loved it because you can't just switch powers on the fly. You have to pick them up from places. It would have been great if you had like more of a support power to get your health back, and you had sort of, you could switch around the character, the powers, and the. It would have been great, like, you being pinned down and having, like, to either go for the health power that you can see over there or the smoke power, which is your violent one. Like, you could have a violent power or a more sort of a tranquilizing power and stuff. But no, they're all essentially the same. It's kind of weird. It just feels like a lot was lost there. Hang on. Drain Neon. Ooh. Still fucking gorgeous. Also, there's a really awkward bit in the plot that... There's a lot of plot holes, which I'm not a fan of. Like, the biggest one being, when you get the new powers, you lose your other powers, and it's like, oh, we've lost our other powers. How do we get those back? And if you go and try and drain the previous power, so when you get Neon try and drain Smoke, it's like, oh my god, I've lost this power, and he actually has lines of, I've lost this power, that sucks. And then after a while, the other power you can just start draining again, and the plot never mentions it. And they're going, what? You specifically had moments where you were like, this is the thing, and why didn't you what's happening? How are you who thought that was a good idea to just go, oh, can't drain the powers now, and then not explain it? And they do that so... It's really annoying. Like, there's huge video gamey things. Like, the plot is quite video gamey. Like, you have to go and get these big shard things that you can drain your powers on. For whenever you get a new power, to get new abilities for the power, you drain the shards. But he stops after a while. And there's loads more shards around the city. And you see, like, the characters who you get these powers from, because you drain them from people. And, like, the guy who has the video power can turn into a giant fucking angel thing. And I'm like, go and find another fucking power shard thing and get that! It's insane! I want to do that! But no, they don't bother with that. Also, the bosses in the game the bosses are really irritating. There's one that's very pretty, because that's what this game does really well. But they're really just irritating. Like, the final boss you do before the final boss, so you'll fight the final boss lady, and then you have to go and fight her again, and it's the exact same boss fight, and then it changes after halfway through. So it's just, they literally copy-paste a boss fight, which, especially considering it's the final boss fight, is a real piss take. And also her powers in the cutscenes, that she can like fire concrete shards at people, and they look vicious, and she's like insta-kill sort of bitch, and real instant, she can pin you down at any second, and then she get into the game, she like turns into a giant crab monster thing. You're like, what the fuck is this? Or giant, loads of concrete shitting around you and stuff. I'm like, I don't have the ability to stop what you normally do. Why are you doing this? Did a helicopter just crash? No, it's somewhere. Is it down there? It's down there. Blades of a helicopter to it. No, alright, fine. Got away from me in time. Entering a restricted area. Ooh, am I? So yeah, boss fights are poop. The powers are kind of interchangeable. And there's, I mean, they're called like things like neon and all that sort of shit, but they really just fire lightning and all that sort of stuff. I thought we'd have almost a sort of, I don't know, interesting ways of getting around instead of this. I would have loved some sort of, to be perfectly honest, what I want to play as is, what's his name from the Incredibles movie? Frozone, and have that sort of the icy flying around power, and actually be able to sort of fly around like that. That would be awesome. I want that sort of power in a game. And I thought we'd get something like that, not just, it just ends up just being a standard another shooter, and instead of guns, you're firing smoke, which incidentally is my favourite power, and it's the first one, because it's just the most useful for getting good karma. It really is, you just jump on people and like, I can stun all these. Fire a grenade. Woo! Boop. Yeah, no real damage they do. Well, let's find some people. Let's find some people to murderize. You! Have at it. I'm not going to actually kill you, I just want to hit you with this. Boop. Right, see they got this triangle above them? This happens to the enemies as well. I can just subdue them all, which is the good takedown. Or melee them, which is the bad takedown. So if there's ever a group of enemies, you just go, flodge, and then go takedown, 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 takedown. We're done here. And then leave. It's just, the game got too easy. And then you have like the big monsters, and you have sort of a chargey, shotgunny move, and I don't know. The powers just seem so off balance, especially because you get like, because the city opens up straight away, you can level up the smoke guy, which is what I did, to like almost maximum level. So none of the other powers really compare to it. It's sort of the unfortunate thing about trying to balance an open world game, and they didn't do a very good job of it. Let's talk about the side missions. In fact, I think the worst thing is the random quests sort of thing. So there's the side missions and the random quests, and there's the things to collect, and there's very few in the way of side missions. Let's try and find... Oh, there's one. Oh, that's far away. Screw it. Let's go find a good one. So the little blips that appear on the map, yellow ones are things to watch out for, or you have... Oh, this is a great one. This is a random crime. So, I've lost my balloon from Spider-Man, or the things. It's a sign twirler. You can beat him up if you want, because he's annoying. But I'm a good character, so that's pointless. That's literally a side mission. That's literally a random crime going on there. That man has a sign. What a prick. Beat him up, if you want. There's also, over here, there's sort of these Russian gunmen. That's also a bad guy crime. So you can go, whoa, look at this Russian guy. You can subdue him. Well, that was good. So that's a crime that's been done. Oh, hang on. We've got another crime appeared over... Oh, no, his friends are after me. This is another one. We have to rescue the suspect over here. Let's do this thing. Right, where is he? Hang on. Here he is. Push triangle. That's the suspect rescued. That's literally it. There is only like one little mission that's anyway even slightly involving, and that's the drug lordy things. Hang on, the drugs around here, I've just seen them. Woo! So this is where you go in and you beat some people up. Hooray, where are the people to beat up? Oh, they might be on top of it. Oh, is there any vents around the place? Good thing everybody has the exact same vent system. Vent, 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 vent. No vents on this building? Shitting me? Oh, no, they did their crimes here. Okay, I could climb the building, but the climbing is really off in this game. Like, it's just nowhere near as smooth and as beautiful as it used to be. Which is, again, bizarre. Ooh, alright, let's just climb it. It's sort of, yeah, it's all weird and floaty and doesn't work. Like, you could always argue that the powers now mean that you don't need to climb. And that's true, but it's like, well, this is here and you have this for the opening of the game and it's just... there we go. It doesn't have that sort of same weight to it. Oh, they're not up here. I thought they were up here. What the fuck are these drug lordy things? Oh, is there a slightly higher layer? Whoops. Yeah, you sort of... It's really lost that intimacy that Infamous had. Like, Infamous 1, because you were always down on the ground, really. Like this, it's like, because when Infamous came out, Prototype also came out, and I preferred Infamous simply because I wasn't just running from rooftop to rooftop and ignoring the ground. I felt like I was getting in and amongst the people. And like when you actually were traveling around the place, so you were doing the glide to rail to glide to rail, it felt really smooth and cool. And if you fucked it up, you were on the ground, and then you had to climb up again, and that was your punishment for it. And that felt awesome, but this game sort of loses that, so you never really stick to the ground. Hang on. Grenades. Triangle, 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 circle to that guy. Triangle. Seriously. That's the combat in this game. You get harder enemies, but you just then have to fire rockets in their faces, which is awkward. Well, there's these guys here. Oh, I have one of these cutscene-y, mission-y death things. Hang on, let's stand on top of you and do this. Hi. Massive death kill attack. This is the good guy massive death kill attack. Don't smirk at me, you prick. Every time he does it, you have to sit through this bloody cutscene, and then you get a slight amount of control. Blew that up, and everyone in the area. Floop. Are we good? Yep, there we go. That was everyone. Not killed, just stunned. They're all stunned. See, that was a good takedown. That was karmically good, because I'm karmically good. You don't get anything for getting to the max levels of karma, though, which is weird. Like, in the last game, you always get some sort of massive kilo death power, and in this one, you don't. You just get a different logo on the back of your jacket, which is kind of strange. Also, as with all Infamous games, there's no point in trying to be anything but all good or all evil. But they still give you options to be evil in some cutscenes. Like, if you're playing as good, it's like, oh, do you want to do the evil thing? Not really, no. Don't want to do the evil thing. Don't want to do the evil thing at all. I'm a good character. But when you get around to your missions, sometimes you can take, like, a good or an evil mission. So you go up to the mission, but if you're playing as good, it's like, oh, you don't have enough negative karma to do the evil mission, so I fucking display it then. Also, there's, like, some extra mission bollocks. There's like a paper guy. There's a guy with paper as his power or something, but you have to sign up to the Infamous website to be able to play those missions or something. Yeah, I assume that might be some sort of side bit. It's not. I don't even think it happens in the game. I think it's some sort of ARG sort of thing, but it's kind of awkward just leaving that sitting in the city. Just like, oh, I'm not doing that. Should I get another power so I can do stuff? Hey, look, there's another random crime for me to do. It's protesters, but I can't do anything about it because I'm playing as good. Send the scum to Kingdom Come. Fantastic. We also have the, here we go, there's another guy to rescue. Triangle. I don't know why, that's getting them out of those venti things. I don't know. I really don't know what it's doing. Like, I understood reviving people and that sort of thing, because you can revive people in this as well. I understood reviving people when it was, oh, hello. Oh, that's the stealth. I don't have smoke. Hang on a second. Let me get my right weapon. I understood reviving people when it was electricity, but I don't understand reviving people when it's not electricity. Like, you could technically restart someone's heart, but... Oh, he just fell down. Oh, no, he didn't. Whoa. But I don't understand how neon can make someone feel better. Hi. I exploded you. That was just a general rocket to his face. Let's talk about the side missions. So that's the random missions. The side missions, like, you have to take over each area. So for each area, as you can see on the right here, you have a mobile command, which is just a big go in there and kick the enemy out. You have a scanning station, which is just a thing to blow up. You have security cameras, which are just things to blow up. You have a jammer, which is just things to blow up. You have tracker drones, which are just things to blow up, but then you can get new powers. Then you have the actual missions. These next four are sort of the side missions bits. You have the secret agent, which is the best thing in this game. You're given a photo of someone in a set area, and he's in this area, and you have to try and take him out before he runs away. Or sort of before he sees you. It's a lovely little mission. I really like that. Then you have the hidden camera missions where you're shown a feed from a security camera and you have to work out where it is. But you're always in it. You're always in the shot. So it's really, you just turn around and go, oh, there it is. Thumph. Just lob a few missiles in the rough area you think it is. I don't know why. It would be great if they just showed like a corner and you had to really explore the little area. I thought that would have been brilliant, but they just fucked that up. Audio log is track a thing down. It's just follow a waypoint, essentially. And stencil art is fucking atrocious. That we're not going to talk about. Stencil art is motion control. You have to turn your controller to the side and then shake it and then hold down the squeezy trigger button, and it's wonderful, but it's not. It's hateful, and I want to die. No, what's that? Don't take the concrete power! The worst fucking power. I haven't upgraded it at all. Get up. There we go. A bit of a boost. Right. Where's... Oh, I've lost the smoke power already. Let's go for some orange power. Smoke. Yeah, so the missions... Well, most of the stuff you have to do lacks variety on this map here. It's just sort of that thing. But I do want to point out that every area has the exact same objectives. Like, just a different number of them. There is no variety whatsoever. That's like my biggest problem with this game. It's like... You can do these things, but you just have to do them again and again and again and again and again and again. How the fuck do I have -1 mobile command there? I have done -1 mobile command for that one. okay. Because I did a few and I was like, oh, this is great. And then I got bored. Because it's literally doing the same stuff over and over again. What's the fucking point? I don't understand the point of just going... Like, you could have had a few of them and then spread them around the place. Or fucking anything. Just do new stuff around the place. But going to an area doing the same things and then kicking them out again... It just got dull. This game just got so repetitive so quickly. Like, because there's nothing really to do. That's just it. It's like, there is... The only stuff to do is, like, just so... I don't know, so similar and stuff. Oh, I killed that guy. Oops. I don't know. I don't feel like a superhero because, I mean, like, even if you get those random crimes. So we picked that guy off the floor. We did those drug crime stuff. They will spawn in the exact same place when you walk through the bit where they no longer exist. Like, once you're at the bit where they exist, they'll just be back. In the exact same place. So you're never actually changing anything. Oh, I'll pick up my smoke power. The healingest of all powers. Healing is the only one that doesn't appear on the map for some reason. But they'll just reappear in the same places. Look, the drugs are back. Drug dealers are here again. Is that the same place? Yep. Drug dealers. Just here. Oh, it's a different place. Oh, hang on. Let's get rid of these then. Whoa, I feel good. Boop. Boop. Yeah, like nothing changes. Oh, was that a civilian? Couldn't give a toss. I got so much karma now. I could lose loads. Oh yeah, headshots. Headshots, 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 headshots. Shoot them in the head. And then that guy just surrenders. Like, one or two will surrender at the end. But again, it's hard to keep the moral choice thing as like, oh, this is interesting. When, like, if I'm playing good or evil, I don't have, like, oh, good moral choice. I don't have grey. It's black, white, pick at the start, carry on through the game. So having the choice is just a weird thing. It doesn't fit. It didn't really fit Infamous 1, but it was sort of a new thing, so I forgave it. But now they should have learned, like, I don't know. Hi, shotgun to your face. See, that's a bad thing, but I don't lose a lot of karma for it. Rocket that guy in the face. I don't lose a lot of karma for it. It's like, now I'm just some sort of karma god. Whoop. There we go. And, oh, I've run out of them. Shotgun! Yeah, that got rid of him. Hi. Oh, I'm dying. It's very hard to die in this game. Considering when you start draining powers, like one of the first upgrades I bothered to go for is draining powers gets my health back. Oh, there we go. Ah, regenerative health. They say you have, like, random health that is magic or something. Oh, should we do a stencil bollocks? I'll show you the stencil bollocks. I like the stencil bollocks, he lied. Go to the stencil bollocks! So you get a choice between the evil thing or the good thing, because apparently there's good thing. You hold the controller sideways and then you shake it. And then you aim it at the screen and spray. This is incidentally the opening gameplay. Oh, and the sound you can hear, the hissing sound, actually comes out of the the speaker on the controller, which I turned off instantly. This is how they open the game. No, it's not, because the opening of the game, they have a scrolling wall of fucking text, like they were fucking Star Wars. Just a scrolling wall of text goes up, explaining what happened in the previous games, and then cutscenes, and then motion control gameplay, and then more cutscenes. And to be perfectly honest, I wanted this game to be burnt in a fire an hour in. It takes quite a time for it to get going. Look, I'm Banksy! This is apparently gameplay. Squeezy, squeezy. Apparently graffitiing gets you good karma. It's like, everyone loves you because you graffiti. Oh, and then they don't actually finish it. The game will finish it off for you. So I did that little bit. The game's like, well, we didn't want this to go on for too long, so we're going to do this bit as well. Also, we couldn't work out how to do that bit. Anyway, my favourite thing about this game is if you play it with the cross-play on the Vita. So you play it on your Vita, and then basically you can just display what the PS4 is showing, but on your Vita. So if the missus wants to watch EastEnders, go nuts. But they skip those, because the Vita you can't hold sideways, because then you wouldn't see the screen. So that means that the Vita version of this game, which is technically the exact same version, is a better version, because you don't have to do that. Bounce. Yeah. I've said most of what I have to say. Oh, look! Now this is the place the drug dealers were. I know that for a fact, because we were just fucking here. Weren't we? Yeah, this is the corridor we just went down. Yeah, look, they're back. Drug dealers, hi. I'm the most ineffective fucking superhero in the world. Subdue. No, they're all back. They're all shooting me. Bad guys everywhere. Yeah, there's the protesters still over here. There's a guy who needs to be picked up or freed. Did we free this guy already over here? I think we did. I can't remember anymore. It's just turning into a boring blur. Fuck it. Anyway, that was Infamous Second Son. Thank you very much for watching. Watching? Fuck is watching? Oh, fuck, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, this happens so much. Oh, it's so close to the end of a video as well. Like, normally... Oh, my voice... Look at how my voice has just died as well. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong in the fifth. Yeah. Normally, like, when I'm doing a video, I'll lose a train of thought when I make a little mistake because my brain backs up and I just have to start the video again if it's unedited. That's why a video you've seen is probably recorded about 4 or 5 times. Ah, so close to the end. Actually, fuck it, I'll tell you this now because we've got a little bit of free time. I was just ending the video. That's what I was doing. Fuck it, I'll tell you this anyway because it's funny. I got a tweet the other day from someone. I can't remember who, and I can't remember the exact wording, but it had a lot more swearing than I'm going to say. The review was, why don't you review... The tweet was, why don't you review games more objectively... no, not more objectively, sorry. Fully objectively, everyone else does. No, they fucking don't. Who reviews a game... My voice is completely gone, hasn't it? Sorry. Who reviews a game completely objectively? Fucking no one. No, if you reviewed a game completely objectively, it would be a fact sheet about the game. This is Infamous Second Son. You play as Delsin Bro. It is set in Seattle. The side quests are scanning station, security camera, jammer, tracker, Jones, secret agent, hidden camera, audio log, stencil art. You know, it's just... Sorry, I memorized that for some part of the last Infamous video that never got used. It's just that sort of... It would just be a fact sheet, and you'd only need one review. You'd only need one review, and it would just sit there and be the review. And you'd look at it and go, oh, that's the review. You wouldn't need more than one review. You wouldn't have to care what other people's opinions are. If they were fully objective, everybody would have the same review. That's all a reviewer is. A reviewer is a series of biases, and a review is a game filtered through those series of biases. That's all it is. That's all I do. I'm first to admit I'm biased as fuck in many ways. Like, for me, a little thing can make or break a game. Like a little tiny thing that's off can make me go, oh, I just can't fucking stand this. Or, this is the best thing ever. So, Killzone, for instance. Crappy game. Not a great game at all. But that little robot buddy, and the way you can move him around and the things you can do with him, genuine brilliance. I love that. So I played through the whole game and I enjoyed the whole game. Because of that little bit there. The tiny little detail that puts it through. And that's the biases that I have. I have these little biases. But some people have broad biases. Like Todd Blitzkit doesn't care for platformers. We know this. He'll review a platform but then go, I don't really know. Talk to people who do know what platformers are about. That's all it is you need to go and find reviews who sort of match up with you. That's what it is. I'm not going to hear go, oh, I don't like this bit, but you might, because what's the fucking point? It's like people go, oh, you got to remember these are his opinions. Of course they're my fucking opinions. I'm not going to flash opinions up on the screen every 5 seconds, am I? What do you think? That's my favourite criticism that I get. Is like, oh, he states his opinions like they're facts. Because they're facts to me! I'm saying these things. This is just me going, this is what I think, so it's facts. Because what I think is these things. These things are opinions, but I state them as fact because those are fucking facts. Anyway, the other one I get is always, you're getting more critical. Of course I'm getting more fun and critical. I started playing 2 or 3 new games a month when I started. That's all I could afford. That's all I could go for, about 2 or 3 new games a month. Now I'm getting, like, since the start of this year, I've had over 400 game codes sent to me. And that's just codes. And, like, I've got downloads and shit. I've probably had about 5, almost 600 new games thrust in my direction. And I have to get through these. I mean, I have to play like 4, 5, 6 games a day to get through these. So the reason I'm getting more critical is because I have to sort of go, right, no, I don't play that, no, I don't want to play that. I want to give my time to the best stuff. I mean, it's great that I love being able to play these many games because I play stuff I wouldn't normally play. I never would have played Thomas Was Alone. I never would have played Spec Ops The Line. I mean, this is things that have come from me playing all of these sort of blanket trying to play as many games as possible. You find these little nuggets of brilliance and then I can share them with you, and that's what I love doing, sharing stuff with you. So, yes, I'm biased as fuck, but so is fucking everyone. It's the point. It's actually the actual point. Anyway, thanks for that. That was a side note for the 4 people who stayed around. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra.
Enter the domain of the Nerd3. Videos dropping from above like bird poo. Enter the domain of the Nerd3. Videos dropping from above like